Gals and non-binary pals, we have a very fun race for you tonight. We have pbnjplz versus narvs. I am joined in the booth with Juicy Loot and Nehru as our commentator, and Nobody War as the wonderful person who rolled this wonderful seed for us tonight. How's it going, Juicy?
It's not evening for everybody. It's actually
This is
9:30 a.m. on my end.
Ooh, it's an early bird. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't get up until about noon today, but that's besides the point.
Fair enough, fair enough. I was because this is only my second commentate thing. Just so excited slash nervous, so I've been up since about 6.
I mean, don't let the nerves get to you. It's gonna be fun. We got some great runners going on tonight. We got Team Valiant Night versus my team, Team Doomsgays. That's great. I'm happy. We're gonna see. The thing about these runners is, for those of you that know, like, we've already got the final team going on here. But let's see if these runners actually decide to have some memes along with it. Like it's going to the Coliseum early on or something like that. But let's take a look at the characters here. We got Celis, Sabin, Strago, and Cyan.
So we got Tools, Runic, Sketch, and something else.
We got Lore with the Grand Train, so we're happy there.
Oh, happy days. Not a bad way to start. Choo choo.
No, yeah, choo choo. But we got some divergence here early on. We got South Figaro play, and we've definitely got a Narsh here for narvs. Now, will PBJ remember that in the World of Ruin, the Sabin gives a discount?
Yeah. So so I am something of a layman. I've like I mentioned last time, I haven't actually run any of the seeds. I've just been watching y'all obsessively. Yeah, I'm a bit of a layman. Might have some layman type questions, such as so like the first 5-10 minutes ish are usually looting, right? Like that's probably what we're gonna see mostly here. And
yeah, I mean, generally in the early game of these, what I've done myself and what a lot of runners will do is they'll just do a lot of looting early on. We got to get something to get this party off the ground. We hope to find an Illumina or a Ragnarok or maybe even some fixed dice if anybody can wield those.
Ooh, fixed dice.
Yeah, I got to do some gambling.
Actually, so I have a
hero ring and the clock. That is huge. That's nice.
That's where I keep my hero rings. In fact, I don't even. That's all I use my clock for, and I don't even set it anymore. I just store my hero rings.
So did they just jag the heirloom ring that's in that house? I mean, come on. I can't think of the person's name who saves Terra at the beginning, but it's like, really? Leave this ring alone.
So, what would you? Is this like you said, we have a little bit of divergence here with like where they're looting, I believe. Where might you start if you were in their position?
I usually generally always start in Narsh, and I go like to Returner's Hideout and end up in Figaro. Like being able to get that early loot to sell, to be able to buy weapons if you find them in a shop, or shields, or even rods. It's kind of nice.
Cool. Yeah, rods are.
Marv's doing kind of what I would do, going straight to Returner's Hideout. Hopefully, doesn't get trolled by the only Returner here in this room.
Hopefully not. Hopefully. And it looks like PB&J already got there, picked up Raiden. We didn't see what spells or boosts are offered, but
no, I mean we're gonna see it probably later. Like it's what summoners will do is they'll actually just do all the equipment at once, trying to save time being in the menu. That's usually your greatest time save is there.
So PB&J just picked up a couple rods, one of them being a gravity rod. Now, as I understand it, like the elemental rods have like the added, like so they're like equivalent to like a fire to a tier 2 elemental spell, but they will at like the cap, the high end, they will always do the highest possible. Is there anything like that that's added to the gravity rod? Is it like
no?
Does it take out like more?
No, Gravity Rod just uses the spell Demi, so it's always going to reduce the health by a quarter amount. It's just a base spell there.
Oh, bummer. Poor Gravity Rod. It's very
There's
why
not a lot of enemies that
bring
can be used
it's
against the gravity rod, though. Like, it just sells for money at that point. It's a money rod.
yeah, a money
Oh,
rod,
let's see.
dollar rod.
Yeah, we're not talking to that thief. That thief wants way too much money.
Yeah, what's a and the prices are different in like the World of Ruin and Balance, correct? So it could
Yep.
be substantially cheaper or more expensive in the other
Yeah, or
world.
more expensive or the same price, and you feel real bad.
Yeah, or the same.
Here,
Or the
here, have the
same.
stone for 65,000. Here, have it for 64. Oh, come on.
I see Narvs just picked up some earrings, and also I'm not sure if I saw that cat hood being sold or if it was in Narvs in inventory.
Yeah, you just picked that up and from one of the
Okay.
crates here in Figaro. Cat Hood, great to have early on if somebody equipped it. Gives you
Yeah.
guaranteed max amount of GP from every fight.
And doesn't it also like provide isn't it like half elemental damage for like the fire, ice, lightning or something like that?
That I'm not 100% sure on. It's pretty good, decent stats on it. But the biggest
Oh,
thing is the cash. Having that. Cash is king.
yeah, cash is fun. Cash with a
Uh,
K is king.
but while our loot hunters are looting here, looks like we've got a skip of 8 characters, 14 espers, and 21 checks. So, we're
8,
more than likely
14,
going to have a
21.
skip here with the 21.
Um, see some snow mufflers going on.
Snow Muffler's great defense.
You know,
BBJ, don't forget the Eco and Dragonhorn. Picks up a peace ring. One thing I actually
seems
learned while watching these is if you ever pick up that Curse Shield, peace ring is a nice relic to have.
yep,
One of
absolutely
those
peace.
ribbons.
Or even better if you can if you happen into a ribbon. Yeah, that's and the curse shield is that's the one where you do a certain amount of battles and it turns into the paladin shield, and we can learn ultima in this seed. Yes,
I believe so, yes. It's only the Doom's Rage that Ultima is deleted.
blue bubble,
Yeah, we get
blue
to have the blue
bub,
button.
blue
We saw
bubble.
behemoth suits for sale here in Figaro in the World of Ruin. So, as mentioned earlier, if you have Sabin as your party leader, you get half price. You get a discount. They were selling for almost 50K. I want a discount on those. I want that defense.
Oh man, wouldn't that be neat? Just like walking by, doing a little window shopping, and I live just outside of Shanghai, and there's it's got the shopping game there is pretty high level, and tell you what, if I ever happen by a behemoth suit and like being displayed in a window, yeah, I'll sell the farm.
I mean, we saw that only Cyan right now could equip the snow mufflers, so hopefully he has a bit more use. But we've got PBJ going in here into Zen. We're gonna see if it's a character or not a character here. So it's either an
And,
Esper
and
or an
so
item here.
and so all the characters can wear their vanilla. They have like their vanilla set plus what is it, like a 30% like extended equipable
Yeah,
like set, yeah.
yeah, I think it's 33%.
Okay. 33%.
Yep. So 33% of the
I
time it's
wonder
100%.
I wonder what my vanilla set would be if I were in this game. I I I I, I I'm gonna guess probably, was it like the tabby suits, nutkin
Yeah.
suits, behemoth suits, the
Yeah.
things that I can dress up and look like a big old goofy animal.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably have the same thing. I'd just have for like my weapons. I'd have one of the like the metal claw or the cat claws.
Yep, yep.
There's no charm claws in this one, unfortunately. If there was, that'd be me.
Of course, of course. Dungran. Oh, and so it looks like
We could
we
hear
just
from
got
Zen.
out of the collapsing house. I don't think PB&J took there's a couple monster in a boxes in the collapsing house, correct?
Yep, there's 2 of them. We decided not to take them, so now they are
Nope.
completely gone. Not going to be able to get those.
They are
So
bye-bye
yeah,
and is rewarded with a thunder shield. And what are the elements that what are the elemental spells we can and can't learn?
that's a great question. I wish I knew that off the top of my head.
We're just gonna go ahead and hazard that all of them and none of them. We'll
Yeah.
hedge our bets.
That was a good idea. The head's the best. Let's see. Got us here. We can't learn Fire, Ice, or Merton.
Okay. Well, shoot.
So
Oh,
we can.
Fenrir. So it was worth the money.
Yeah, definitely worth the money. We got that Calmness protection.
So yeah, it's was it Fenrir, Golem, and Phantom are kind of like the three. Well, it's like Fenrir and Golem are kind of like the best for calmness, as I understand it. And then Phantom is kind of if you can do it, is a good one. And then even more if you can do it, cross your fingers, is Palador. I think I've only seen that happen a couple times, but
yeah,
it sure
gets real
is
tricky with Palador because you gotta really time it.
Yeah, it's a fancy flex when you can Palador past the calmness.
Oh, we got our runners, at least narvs going to the Coliseum here. Equipping everybody, taking a double check look at all the spells that Cyan has, or Sabin has.
Are there any rewards for... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's always a good idea to unequip all your people so you can see what everything trades for. We got a behemoth suit, something to trade for, another hero ring.
A force armor, I suppose.
Cursed ring.
Ooh.
What? No equipment?
Are there any rewards? Is anything rewarded for Coliseum in this one? There's no like Dragoon set that comes with it or stat boost?
I don't think so. Not in this one.
Okay.
We got Celis with tools.
Perhaps I should have done my homework just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. From what I'm seeing here, no. So we've got auto shell with 3 dragons. 4 dragons gives us auto haste. Once we hit 7 checks, we get overcast and condemned. We have multi-summon.
Everybody's favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you get that 7 checks, it gets real tricky. Did the Skies search for PB&J here?
The Skies search for it. Wow. He's got to be blushing to have something just seeking him out like that. And it is a
taking
fire
himself
eater.
And going.
See you later. Oh,
yeah,
buddy.
Unfortunately, the equipment we have not really going to do much against Flame Eater. Hopefully, there was a save relatively soon.
And so, like that, the Swords of Skies. So, if you have Setzer, you can actually initiate that. It will come up as an option when you are in the airship. Otherwise, the actual, I know in the in like the remaster, you can actually fly around and that encounter kind of like moves around the map. Here in this vanilla randomizer run, it still does that, but you just can't see it.
Yeah. What's PBJ going here for?
I think he's going for a flash.
Well, I mean, 10 for a flash. You've got Salas, who generally has a higher magic stat, with flash using magic as its determining factor of damage. I like this play.
Yeah, flash seems pretty handy, in at least in the early game.
Yeah, like the biggest ones are probably flash and drill. I mean, you can go for the chainsaw, but the instant death with chainsaw can kind of burn you every now and then.
Yeah, and then you have the air anchor that has a real niche usage against things like Katana Soul or the Secret Behemoth.
Yep. Now looks like our narvs going here to Imperial Camp. I got an easy fight here early on. Yeah, we got we got Eco Grand Train going on.
Yeah, it seems, like Economizer, from what I gather, is something of like a divisive or kind of, if that's the word, controversial relic, as, I think it's something that is always really fun or like super, super powerful or exploitable in the vanilla game. And it certainly has, its applications, like when you have Grand Train starting out. It also seems to get a lot of ire, a lot of shade thrown at it as well.
Yeah, we've got some Doom Dragons here in the Imperial camp. This is a fight that exists. Oh yeah, here's follow one, be at 1 HP.
Yup. Oh,
I mean, get to the
you
fight, you're
hate
gonna
to
get some
see it
experience.
happen. Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
runic burning narvs there.
Nope's right out of there.
Ice rods and spells will get absorbed by runic. Going back in for a round 2. Maybe you want to
Yeah.
use a warp stone just to avoid the fight,
Dust
because the
yourself
next
off
one's gonna
and
be
try
different.
again. Yeah, so they're not like set. Like are they? Or are they? Are these encounters in the Imperial camp? Are they going to be the same each time you do them? So if you reset out,
If you reset, the
you
first
go
one's
back
gonna be
in
the
for a second.
same, the second one's gonna be the same, the third
Okay.
one's gonna be
Okay.
the same. But
Cool.
the
But these
second one's
are
actually gonna be different.
okay. But these are fights that you can like smoke bomb out of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Anything that's not a
Okay.
boss fight, you can smoke bomb or warp stone out of.
Or just
So hopefully we
sprint.
have some of those. Because running in this game takes forever.
And that ghost really giving them heck. Hotting the crap out of that.
And we got
Out of
pbnj
that
finding
camp.
out about the Doom Dragons. Also it gets
Well,
fallen one, but will he
at
take
least
him out?
at least it's one-sided.
Uh-oh, fireball.
Fireball.
Do we have a fire shield on somebody?
I know we picked up some shields.
Yes! They've been survived!
Save it.
Let's go!
Let's go, indeed. Saban is so cool. He's always handling. He's like a bouncer right now, and these dragons are trying to get into a club that they're just not wanted.
Meanwhile, we got narvs here decided to go, well, I want some early levels. The next best thing for me to do is burning house.
Is to go into a house on fire. That's just common sense.
Maybe narv's a firefighter. Got to save that person, right?
I believe. Yeah, I think Saberwolf is a firefighter, isn't he? This is very relatable for him.
Yeah, the fights in here. I mean, the first one was okay for experience, but this whisper, you're not happy about.
Yeah, and these are like these are fights that you can like dance around these enemy sprites, but it's quite tricky. Iowa, don't do that. Sorry if you hear me saying Iowa, don't do that. It's because my cat's eating my headset cord.
Oh no, that's not good.
It's Iowa. Yeah, we'll tell her. She doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, PB&J definitely putting in some work here, trying to get through these Doom Dragons. Hopefully, he gets rewarded with a bunch of experience with this.
Oh, absolutely.
Always raising Celis for the Flash. Decided to sell the drill. It looks like. Oh, and both of them go down.
Nice.
Two most important people. You're the first one. You're happy.
And that ghost has decided that it's just not done hunting. Guys, got a couple more people to boo.
All right, let's see what the boss is here at the.
Oh, everybody's favorite Stooges.
I don't like the Stooges. They go away. Get out of here.
This is a curious place for Larry to be hanging out, given his allergy towards fire.
Look, he's got his brother. Was it is Curly at the top? That can just decide to pro in him. It's fine.
Yeah.
Grand Train doing some work.
But then there's Grand Train. Yeah.
Grand Train doing a lot of just work a behemoth suit for the burning house. Great defensive, but not what we're looking for here.
Do we have our both sides sporting an economizer? Is it narvs that we know that has one, or
narvs we know has one? I don't think PB&J has an eco.
Paying full price, which does it is worth it. Which is worth it still.
Yeah, going for the revivify strats on these enemies.
Yeah, so there are some characters, some enemies in this game where you can pass go and collect your $200 by throwing Revivify at the problem. Those 3 being a few of them. And another dead. Was that a red cap?
Possibly. He went through the menu so fast.
Goodness me.
I'm looking back here. Oh, yeah, red cap.
Mario
Going for the monster
hat.
in box here. Finds just PM Stalkers. We have a
This
trade
is
sighting.
a little bit of experience. Trade sighting.
No blitz. No.
You know what? I
connect.
gotta say, even if you don't have the blitz, really just do what you can to do the most suplex like move you have.
Yeah, just throw itself at it. The Grand Train.
Yeah, right. Train on train.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we
I
have a
don't
wreck on a
believe
wreck at that point.
like we were just talking, we were just mentioning how you can revivify or phoenix down some of the enemies in this game. In the vanilla, you can do that to this boss, the Grand Train or the Phantom Train. I don't believe you can do it in this seed in this flag set.
No,
I
so
think
with the
that
flag
is
set, it's
turned off.
interesting. Is that you can't use a Phoenix down on the train. However, you can alternatively cast Doom on it.
Yep, that's true. So if you have like Doom, X Zone, I know works. I think Break, I believe would also work. And I think it's also if a boss is susceptible to any kind of like Doom magic, so too are they susceptible to I think Demi or Gravity Rods.
So we have a go-go spotting on PB&J size at Dome of Defense.
And going straight into the group.
Yeah, you can actually take out some of the enemies on this side for extra experience if you really want to. And we find everybody's favorite mini mage, number 24.
Yeah, but Budgie Master.
It's the baby mage.
Yeah, oh, buddy, he's trying. He's learning.
Yeah.
Not for long, but A for effort.
They're
Or at least B
going
for effort.
mimic train strats. But
Nice.
Savin just so powerful that Grand Train takes out Magic Master. Oh, Baby Master so quickly.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, we got narvs going into the
speaking
dream
of
sequence here.
stooges. Oh,
Ifrit
is the new stooge.
Well,
Forgot to tell him to dress the
Shiva.
part. And Shiva, that's right. And was it you get 5 turns or 5 hits or 5? How long does it take for Ifrit to switch over to Shiva?
It's 5 hits total, but when he casts 3 magics, he'll start teleporting across the screen. And funny enough, while he's teleporting, there's no enemy on screen, so you can actually run away from it.
Yeah. Could you also do a smoke bomb out of it too then? Like just to like
No. No, you can't do a smoke bomb, you
Okay.
have to be running from it.
Okay.
And that's just because of the queue of everything.
Guarantee you, I can tell you without any shadow of a doubt that if I come across Ifrit or Shiva in the real world, oof, I'm putting on my running shoes. I'm out of there.
I try to make Shiva my friends. Ifrit, but Shiva, friend, please.
Well, Ifrit could light your cigarettes for you. Don't smoke. Alrighty, so now we are moving on to the Phantom Train, or to the Ghost Train, Phantom Train. Not the boss, but the actual place.
Yeah, the dream sequence here. Well, not another character, but we've got enough characters with enough checks already, so... We got PBJ going to Mount Colts here. Place that I usually don't go to very often. It's usually one of my last locations, but...
Why is that?
It's just a long walk there.
Okay.
And it's usually a 1 check, and I'm looking for multiple checks. So, like, the dream sequence, there's 3 checks here. You've got Matchstick Factory, 3 checks. You've got 2 checks with... Well, not so much 2 checks with Mountain Zozo, World of Ruin, but you've got a dragon there for some experience.
Ooh, dragon.
Yeah,
and would you be dragon hunting? I really like I think it's always fun as as a spectator, seeing aggressive dragon fights, really early in a seed. I It's always really fun to watch something like that. For one, it keeps them at like their like base level, and only ups the scaling by one check, while at the same time shooting your characters up in level by what, like 50, 60, 100 levels.
Yeah, I mean, early dragons was super nice. I mean, they
Yeah,
don't get scaled that quickly.
yeah.
Usually, you want to
Especially
have like extra stat spurs to kind of gain a bit of an extra, but with this game,
true.
levels are king. And we get Golem.
Ooh, PB&J is rocking both Golem and Fenrir. It's kind of showing off at this point.
We got Super Behemoth at the Rexel spot here.
Super, Strontium, Secret, Senor, just SR.
And Cyan going, I'm tired. I want to take a nap.
Right?
Oh,
I can
well,
hardly
there's the
blame him.
blue button on the Golem. Blue
Oh,
button
is it?
spotted. Yep.
Let's
We
go,
have
let's
a
go.
blue
Well,
button.
hey, just like we were just talking about, let's go find that dragon. Or
Let's go
two.
find 2 dragons. Yeah, 2 dragons, because it's a
That'll
1x
work out.
learn, so dragons give 50 magic points a pop.
And Ultima, so there are a few spells that can only ever be learned at a 1x rate. I know Ultima is one, Merton is one. Are
Yep.
there any others?
Quick, I think is the other one.
Quick. Yes, quick. Which is, is that irony? Quick.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of ironic that the quick spell, which you would think you would
Yep.
learn quickly,
Yeah.
you learn very slowly.
Yeah, there's something off with that packaging.
But PB&J
See you
or
later,
Marge, knowing
Behemoth.
that the second half of Behemoth is not resistant to ID and takes it out with the
Yep.
Odin, I think it was. Not Raiden.
Yep. Is not resistant to being chopped up into pieces.
Well, we get Ifrit on
Ifrit
one
on one
side.
end and Ifrit on the other. In a
Start
manner
with
of
Ifrit, end
speaking.
with Ifrit.
There we go. As the good book says. And we have
Oh, look.
Kefka, so it's
Kefka's
gonna be
in
a
the
quicker race than we
garbage.
thought.
Yes. Look, he got what he
Kefka.
deserved right now. He throws Ifrit Shiva in the garbage, and he's in the garbage himself. Works.
Right? Fair enough. What does the saying go? Garbage for garbage?
Yep.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm still only halfway through my coffee.
Just another
And a
Thunder
Thunder
Shield,
Shield.
and there's our auto condemned and auto overcast. So what do those actually do for those of you who don't know? Auto condemned sticks the numbers above your head. When those numbers reach 0, you have Doomcast on you and you fall over. However, with the second half of Overcast, any party member that decides to take a nap on screen decides to wake back up as a zombie.
Yay, zombies! So hide your brains, folks. Also, so this effectively makes life 2 and I believe life 3 ineffective. Yes.
Yep, they are completely
Yep.
ineffective.
Poor spells.
So what you'll see these runners start doing once they get the overcast, we see here on PB&J is something called weight tricking. Anytime you're in a menu, whether it's magic, lore, the item menu, tools menu, you are pausing that timer on the condemned above your head. So you're just giving yourself more time to get through these fights. When you watch the train animation going off, that's 2-3 seconds right there. That's going to be ticking down on the timer above you.
Which really can, when you watch these seeds, these races, it's not so uncommon where it's not that rare to see that tick down to within 1, 2, or even to see somebody complete the fight at 0-0. So the weight tricking may seem trivial at when you've got like 50, 40 seconds or but there are times where that makes the difference.
Yeah, the other thing you're doing with that weight tricking is that you see an ATB bar on our player side. The enemy has that too. You are pausing that bar on the enemy when you're in the weight trick.
That's
so
2 for 1.
Your enemy is not advancing their turn. So it's giving you a bit of more of an advantage.
So PB&J is taking a minecart ride, and I did see just a little bit before, I believe PB&J picked up a shoat Esper. I believe Narvs picked something up too, but I didn't quite catch it. Also, Narvs
Marv's
just
actually
checked. Oh, sorry. Go
both.
ahead.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Marv's just checked both monster in a boxes
Yep.
here. Found Gigantos, great experience fight, and then
Big
Telestar.
sack, big sack of experience, big meat sack
Mm-hmm.
full of EXP.
Yeah, ooh, PBG is gonna get
Oh, will
math
they
checked
pass the
here,
math?
and we
Okay, good.
did.
A plus, A plus, or pass the maths, as they say over in England.
The maths. Uh,
Maths.
but we don't like doing maths on stream. Maths
Uh,
on stream is
Some
bad.
of us, I guess myself, do the brain for it.
I'm a computer technician. I just use the calculator.
There you go. There you go.
But this is a bit tricky with this being the fight in this minecart.
Mm.
Hopefully doesn't get okay. We're getting through them.
Getting thrown. Yeah, because
You
you
get
can
levels,
and
you end up on 25 or a five, multiple of 5.
and
Somewhere.
I have seen this happen before where I believe there's a save point just before the mine carts, and so if you know I've seen it before where someone saves right before the mine cart, then they get in the mine cart, and then they just get time after time after time they get maybe they get the ogres or the ninjas or the level magics and just have a heck of a time getting through it. Um, I didn't catch whether or not PB&J saved just beforehand. Doesn't look like it's going to be much of a problem, but it is one of those things, like so many things in this game, too, that need to be considered. They say always be saving, but maybe always, not quite always.
Yeah. Looks like we got Marv's going here into Mount Zozo, the Lord of Ruin, picking up the rust rid to be able to get that door open.
Because in this run we do not have YNPC remove, which if we did, they could just push the Y button. There's just a Y button on the door. You push it and it opens.
Yeah, we got Dragoon boots and we started with a Dragoon horn, so we may have a jumper on our
Nice.
team shortly here.
Nice. And we don't have any vanilla spear wielders.
Well,
But
on PB&J side, we do now.
oh, we do. Oh, well.
we, we got Edgar.
Speak of the spear wielding devil.
Mm-hmm. And ooh, we got Uncle
Flying
Alti.
spaghetti monster.
We have Sketch. We're not gonna use it. Or
Oh,
no.
please use it.
Well, we just got rid of our Sketch user.
If we can't suplex a train, we might as well do a portrait of an octopus.
No, we just got rid of our Sketch user on PB&J side.
Oh, darn it. Looks like
But
Narvs
we
here
did
on
pick
our
up an
left
Edgar
is...
with throw, though.
Ooh. That's gonna come in handy. We got a dragon, and wouldn't you know it, a dragon being grand trained on the left.
Pearled.
And Pearl doesn't like that much.
No, the Skull Dragon being a bit of an undead, the Pearl doing just a tad bit extra damage.
Yeah, you know how those undead, you can't, you flash them a Pearl and they just get all weepy about it.
I mean, generally with these goddess flag sets, you're like, okay, yeah, I've got power, but in this one, we don't so much have power, but we have defense. We just got a second Minerva on PB&J's side.
Yeah, we've seen Minervas, we've seen Snow Muffler, we've seen shields,
behemoth suits,
red caps, behemoth suits. Which, to be fair, we also do have. Oh, speaking of red cap, we also do have Grand Trains, and soon enough, or eventually rather, we'll have that big blue button, big blue bubble, making any number of appearances.
Some Force Armor there on Narv's side with just sadness as just
no.
an item here.
I'm gonna say it's a piece of So are the dead checks. They are gonna be armors, shields, things like that. Yes.
Yeah. So
We're not gonna get like an Illumina or a fixed dice from this.
No, I mean we're gonna get Thunder Shields, Cat Hoods, Genji helmets, Minervas, red jackets, snow mufflers, mega elixirs, and none
No
actually
mufflers.
offensive, all defensive.
Yeah. Although the Thunder Shields will teach you, well, I guess the Thunder Shield still has the capacity to teach its Thunder 2 spell. As we mentioned before, we don't have any fire or ice. But picking up a fire and or ice shield for that reason can be quite a boon because if you come across something like an Air Force who is weak to lightning and you can't learn lightning spells, but hey, you've got a light Thunder Shield, that might be your ticket out of that fight because it can be a nasty one.
Yeah, we got so we at least got fire. I haven't seen an ice shield, just a fire shield. So we got at least one cast of fire 3. If we decide to mimic it with our good old friend Go here, we can have 2
Yeah,
or
go
3
go.
because you can constantly mimic with Go, just as long as
Yep.
nobody else takes a turn.
And without expending any resources. Looking for some coral. Coral. Looking for some coral.
Uh, Ebbett's Rock it can be a quick check or it can be a long check. It's all based on your
But it's
luck of the
always,
coral.
at least it's always a check. It's luck of the coral. Luck of the coral. I think that's could that be a saying now? Can we make that a saying?
Luck of the
Just
coral.
let's try and push that. Yeah. You know what they say, luck of the coral. Luck of the coral.
Look at the corral. I mean, okay, corral
Corral.
wasn't that great, but
Speaking, yeah, I love it. Speaking of pronunciation, before pregame, I was mentioning. Well, let's see. Ooh, Atma weapon.
hey, we
We
got a
got an Atma
doggo.
weapon and a
Very
doggo.
angry doggo.
But during the pregame, I was mentioning how much I love listening to these commentators. Who I wonder if a bunch of y'all are from Canada, because I'm always hearing sturt and house and out and about about
Hey,
about
hey, hey,
about
hey, hey,
about.
hey. About is about where I'm from, don't you know? I'm just
Oh,
there just to be the south of the Canadian land.
oh, oh, sorry. I love it. Well, you know what? I live in China, and I've been done pretty well the past few years learning Mandarin or learning Chinese, which, if you care to Google, is the hardest language to learn. So it's nice for a change learning how to speak Canadian. Oot.
Yeah, you betcha, don't you know?
Don't you know? I have a real good bad Canada joke, but who cares?
Uh, well, let's see. With on PBJ side, we got him going into the dream sequence here. Gonna be rewarded with the Efrit fight here. Probably gonna make a quick work of it. Narvs going back door
Uh,
with balance. Wondering where we're gonna go. We're starting to run out of checks here, and we still got
yeah.
Kefka and Narsh. We're getting through. We got through Magic Factory, got Edgar, so we can do. We've already checked the throne. No character there. At this point,
Oh,
let's
if you
get in,
were
like Ancient Castle or Go for a character. If not Kefka, Narsh. Ugh.
Yeah, so if you're a narvs, how are you feeling right now? And what's your feeling about your position at this point in the game in the race,
I mean,
or with
Narvs.
PB and J? Like,
I mean, with Narvs. I mean, you haven't found many characters, but you've at least been getting Espers and some decent armor.
mhm.
But running out of checks, you've got Fanatic's Tower on the table. You've already peaked it. I think it was just either an Ivan or an Esper there. You never really want to go up there. It's all magic. Because we can't use lore there either. Like it's just magic, magic, magic.
Although if you do have Umaru or if you have Berserk, those can both come in. Those both can really come into play in that tower. As if you are Berserked, you are Berserked, and you will just smashy. And if you are Umaro, you are Umaro, and you will smashy.
Yeah, we got Narvs here getting through that baby master so fast. Will
Oh, see
he
you, buddy.
follow the go?
Follow the go-go. There you go. There's another saying. It's like they always say, Follow the go-go. Don't follow your heart. Follow the go-go.
I thought it's here we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, just all of them. All of them.
We
And I
going to
would
the
love to
trade?
see,
Oh,
I
getting a
would love
new
to
check
see,
here.
I would love to see the, go-go's check. It's always fun to take a guess at, um,
How many falls we're gonna take?
how many falls they're gonna, yep.
But Narvs making the check at Phantom Trade, something that you can peek here at the caboose. We got Realm, as some would
Hey!
say, the best character, deciding not to pick her up. Wait, no.
Maybe
No,
we're
so
being
it's
trolled.
you pick up the if you're gonna complete this check, you pick up the character, you pick up the item to increase the scaling before you take out the
Mm.
boss. Let's see what she got. Oh, just doesn't even bother looking, just goes, "You are better than Cyan. I don't care."
Oh, jump! A natural jump.
Natural
Which,
jump.
she's not the most vigorous character, but still having a character that can with natural jump that can get real powerful. And while still having, her insane magic uh aptitude to back it up.
Yeah, well, we got some earrings going on her. Will we put the dragon horn on? Or are we just gonna try to put some magic on her and go, here's Flare, have fun.
And as so I graduated with I had with a fine arts major way back when, and I know Realm can her naturally wield paintbrushes. And I tell you what, there are some paints where if you don't clean your paintbrush tip, they can become quite sharp, quite pointed. So hey, there you go. That's a thing.
Yeah, well,
You could jump with that.
yeah.
You could
We've
poke an eye
got
out maybe.
or two. I mean,
We
just
got
with
the
Saban with Grand Train, just let Saban do Grand Train things.
Yeah, just have Saban with Grand Trade. Classic Saban. I don't think I've ever seen him do anything else. What is Blitz?
Yeah, but Blitz is no. We don't no. What's this Blitz command you speak of?
Yeah, I don't know. Blights, Blutz, Blutz, I don't even know how to say it.
I heard it's a type of another style of sports game in another Final Fantasy, Blitzball.
Blitzball! Dude, the first time I played Final Fantasy X, I had nothing to do with it. And now like every like 3 or 4 months I'll replay it. Oh brother, I'm all about it. Just give me a big pool of water and a ball and a bunch of people that can breathe underwater. That's a full life there. That's a good day.
Looks like PB&J opting to go do the ancient castle and engine check. Well, at least the engine check for Edgar. No character here, but doesn't care. We've got, what is it, 2, 4, 6 characters? I think we're gonna. No, we need 7 characters for Kefka unlock. So we still need one more.
And probably just like in the natural like progression or like the act of finding 10 espers at this point, probably in the next 4 uh probably PB&J, both PBJ and Narvs are both going to get that. Well, there's a good chance they'll get that 8th character for that skip, just naturally going through these checks in search of the 4 remaining espers they need for the tower unlock.
Yeah, we've got good old Chupon, gonna get no experience from this fight because he's
Good
just
old
gonna sneeze
Chupon.
us away.
No, I didn't even notice until like a few months ago watching a race. Someone mentioned that Chupon has 2 heads. Like I never really paid.
Wait, what?
I guess I never really. Yeah, his booty, his butt, his back end is another head. Which poor guy, having to be the
I
back
thought that
end of
was a
a.
tail with spikes on it.
I tell you what, dude, that is another head. It's either a head or it's a tail with eyes. Either one is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Oh, we've got some vanilla tentacles here at the engine room.
A vanilla spaghetti, everyone's
Yeah.
favorite combination. And so, I don't know if you know, Each of these tentacles has their own elemental weakness. Yes.
Yep.
I don't know which is which, as I've never actually played through one of these, so I've never had to learn. But I do know, I'm pretty sure that each one has their own elemental weakness and maybe
Yeah, each one has their
resistance.
own elemental weakness and has
So,
the resistance they absorb. The bottom left
so
one you can ID or instant death.
we have another Ultros. Ultros is feeling I tell you what, Ultras in this seed is kind of like my cat is in real life right now, real kind of needy and showing up all over the place.
Ultras just
Mm.
wants a friend. That's all.
Just wants a friend. Oh,
We got
buddy.
Mog there with GP Rain.
Nice.
So I mean,
How many
we got characters. You know, between the
how
two
many
runners,
checks
we've got
does
enough.
how many
Mog
checks
has
does Mog have?
2.
Checks. It doesn't look like we
Yeah.
have
So
anyone to combo with those because I know like if you have someone like Locke, uh, or does Celis like getting those like syncing up your checks, your different characters checks, so you can like kind of like centralize it in like an area, and you can do this character's checks and that character's checks. Who else has Narvs
yeah,
checks? I know it's
it'd be Terra.
Mog and
It'd
Locke.
be Terra
And Terra.
because it's
Okay.
World of Balance Terra with
Okay.
Welk.
Okay.
You could technically say Umaro with the World of Balance or World of Ruin,
Oh,
but you
Umi.
got to be in the World of Balance for the Moogle Defense and Lone Wolf first check.
Okay. Cool.
Mars
PB&J
rolling
taking a
over and
trip
doing
down some
the
stairs. Are we gonna see that dragon afterwards?
possibly, but we get Alexander
Alexander.
and ooh,
Dragon.
oh,
Well, we got some Thunder Shield at
yeah.
least. Oh, well, hey. There you
Yeah,
go.
most of the time
Thanks,
you don't want
Dragon.
to see this dragon because he's kind of
Yeah.
mean, but we've got some thunder shields.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah. It's an important life lesson. If you're gonna fight a golden dragon, bring your Thunder Shield. Oh, and we have Narvs back with the sandwiching Doom Dragons. Oh,
And
wow. Just dragons.
I gets hit with Fallen One. We got a Grand Train coming out.
Or like Fallen 4. Oh, awful. See you later, Golden Dragon.
I see what you did there.
Well, that's too
Fallen
bad. I
4 instead of
tried.
Fallen 1.
I. Oh, we like to have fun here.
Hey,
I do
one
apologize.
blessing.
I got something of a boisterous laugh. So I
Enough
hope I'm not.
scaling and these dragons will do Merton, but everybody has Merton protection.
Yikes! Not cool,
So we're
Dragon. Not
fine.
cool.
Merton,
No,
we're
we're
not
cool.
afraid of it. It heals one of us and does 0 to everybody else.
Yeah, nice. Did the Merton actually hurt the dragons too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Haha.
Because it hits
Stop hitting yourself.
everything.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
That's a second dragon
Good.
down for PBNJ.
Nice. And so at the third dragon, you get auto shell. Yes?
Yep. I believe so,
Cool.
yes.
Which reduces magic damage by 30%?
I don't know the percentages. I just know it reduces the damage.
Okay. I think it's
Yeah, auto shell.
I think shell is 30% magic, safe is 30% physical. Yeah. And Illumina is 50% everything. Sort of.
Oh, Illumina is the second best shield in the game.
Yep. Good old Elu or Illumine. Illumine. I forget where we landed on that. Illumima. Illumina.
I was thinking the same thing.
Uh-oh. And PB&J doing that funny walk after the spaghetti because your airship can't actually land in the desert or something like that.
Oh yeah, so PB&J did pick up an economizer at some point.
Awesome. All in
I
this
think-
economy.
Oh, decided
You know
to do
what,
Fnatic's
like-
tower. Forest Dragon, maybe? Oh, nope. And sees it's not a character and walks right back out.
But the Fnatic's tower is guaranteed progression, isn't it? Like that bottom one. So like if like you'll either see a character there or you'll see some
An
other,
Esper?
like a soldier or whatever, and that means that it's an Esper, correct?
I believe so. I believe the next tower is one of those ones where it's guaranteed a progressive item to either
Right.
be a character or an
And
Esper.
I think all in all, that tower is 3 checks, so you would get the there's an available dragon, which in this flag set can goes towards your count for like auto shell, auto haste. At the top, you'll get a high tier item. You'll fight whatever boss is there. You'll head back down, and then you'll get your either Esper or character. In this case, it would be an Esper. I don't know, might be something just to keep in mind. Now, I think both our characters know that there is an Esper there. And hey, look, we have
And we have a pause menu buffer that fails. We got one. Mark account. We got one fall.
Not even gonna pick those treasure chests. We got one call. I think PB&J's got this next one. I'm gonna bet.
Getting close there.
Dollars to donuts.
Gonna wait for this card in the middle, and this card in the middle is super trolly.
Yeah. Is there a way to actually like swap that sprite out for like a troll sprite? That'd be nifty. That'd be nifty.
That would be nifty. Because he's so trolly. He'll just like, I'm gonna stay here at the other end. I'm gonna stay here at the other end. And makes
switch
it
out
on
with
the
like
third
Jar Jar
attempt.
Binks or something. Nice.
I mean,
glad I
third
didn't
time's the
bet
charm,
the
right?
farm on that. Yep. No, I think what they say is follow your go-go. Or no, it's luck of the coral. Yeah, luck of the coral. I think that's what they say.
We get a Genji glove in one of the chests in here. Don't really have anything to equip the Genji glove, but can maybe equip some extra enhancers for some extra magic power.
Well, hey, maybe if Sabin comes across another Grand Train, he can dual wield trains. He can just have a train in the right and a train in the left, and if only.
So we got another Esper there at the end of Gogo's checks. PB going. Where am I gonna go next for the character? We've got Burning House. I think for him we've got Burning House. We've got Phantom Train. I think that's about it. Like he's being funneled in quickly to another character. And we here in the booth know that's at Phantom Train. Which is where he's going.
We have a soldier with an artist's heart, artist spirit. And another have we seen all 4
Ultras? Yes, we have.
Aw. It's funny because just as my cat comes up and starts forcing herself onto my lap. Oh. Yeah, blink and you miss him. He's gone. They're gone. He's gone. Bye-bye, octopus.
Will
not be forgotten.
Mention.
And what are we gonna get?
Sees the realm, sees that it's jump realm, and goes, "Nah, I'm good." So we got 7 characters on PB&J's side. Just need one more Esper. Oh, and we have glowing stones still available. Way to go, narvs.
Everybody's favorite.
Will we get the
a tent? You know what? If that were me, if I were in Narv's position right now, I would pay top dollar for that tent because this upcoming Tuesday at my kindergarten is like a tent party. So we're all gonna take our tents out to the playground and just like have a day of it. So I'd say it's worth the money here.
Yeah, I mean, in Narv's position, you've got all 7 characters. You're just looking for Espers. You see a guaranteed Esper check where it's glowing stones.
Yep.
You're more than likely gonna take it.
And so what I think like the way I think. So with the auction house, I believe you have the 20,000, the 50,000, like the imp robot, and you have the Espers. So I think it's what you want to do is you want to buy the 50,000. That will increase your chances of getting both the Espers. Will increase your chance. Yeah, but you want to stay away from that 20,000 one, as that will not do anything to improve your chances with the Esper, but will boot up the but what, by like 12% or something like that, getting the imp robot.
Imp robot, no. Need to
That that
turn that
everyone's
factory off.
oh, imp robot.
Let's Nesper
Maybe.
Phantom for Narv. So I mean, between our runners, we have all three, calmness
Yep.
protections.
We're we're
We're gonna
not we're not we're,
follow.
we're not gonna we will not be calmed. We're gonna be real rowdy this race.
Well, this is a bit spicy by Narvs. I mean, we're going to World of Ruin. Might take on the Dragon, but going for the Tritalk spot, which we know can never be a character, so it's either going to be an Esper or an item. So, and trying to narrow down, only needs Espers. Looking for checks to work. Will I find a character here? No. I'm going to do it for that Esper instead.
Hmm. Grand train.
And we get sneezed off the tracks.
Now, in this day and age, like a sneeze, or I guess, a few years ago, that Chupon would have been so unpopular, sneezing on people. Just would have been too soon. It might still be too soon to be sneezing on people.
Yeah, Midnarv's going after the Dragon here. PB&J
Oh
going to be
hey,
looking
oh hey,
at...
it's
Oh, look,
Vanilla
more vanilla.
Ice. Vanilla Ice. Aw, where's Saberwolf when you need him to sing something?
But PB&J sees it, it's Mog, and goes, nope, I don't need another character.
No thanks, no thanks. You got one character
Looks like...
frozen with
Oh,
Realm's mouth still moving, so you can freeze her body, but you cannot freeze her. She still has something to say.
PB&J, need to pick up the Rust Red. My remove isn't
Oh no.
on.
Oh no. You should have yelled it louder.
It's always a feels bad moment when you've been
Yeah.
practicing Poltergeist for so long. You're just like, I'm just going to walk
Yeah.
up here and remove the door. And then you get to
Precisely.
the
Just like yeah.
door, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Just like we were saying earlier, in the other flags that or in the other with Poltergeist, you can just go up there and it's just another one of those doors with that door with just a Y button on it. You just push the button and let yourself in. It's a loss of what, maybe like 20 seconds,
Yeah.
which adds up. However, in the grand scheme of like ways to lose time, it's not. It could be worse.
Oh, look, it's everybody's favorite Fun Baba.
You know what? In Chinese, Baba means dad, so we got a fun dad here, and you can just tell by the look of him, he's got to be a fun dad.
Yeah, he's a swell dad.
He's a swole dad. Yeah, he can toss his kids up real high, and before he catches them.
But Narves, knowing that Fun Baba here is weak to poison, hits him with
Yep.
the bio.
Yeah. So bio, and I don't know if we got any bio rods, but then also Grand Train.
Yeah, Grand Train. Just that's for the seat.
Just,
Who needs the blue
just,
button?
just every sentence followed by, but also Grand Train. And Grand Train.
And PB&J decided not to take on the dragon, not even going to bother picking up the item. Just going to walk out. Or warp out.
So if you were in PB&J's position right now, you're a 7-9, you need one more Esper. You know where a couple things are already. You've peaked a little bit. Where would you go? What would you do?
At this point on PB&J side, I'd be looking at Tritalk for sure.
Okay.
I've seen Fnatic's Tower. As much as I don't like going there, I'd go up Fnatic's Tower.
I think that's what I would do too. It's having never run a race, I can tell you exactly what I would do. Yeah, I would maybe check out that. I guess again, as like a layman, as someone who just like I can only guess what I would do, but Fnatic's Tower, and it seems to have become like more popular over the past it's not enmity towards it has maybe lessened a little bit. But you're gonna get an Esper. You can pick up that dragon, which will boost your levels. You can learn a spell or two. Put in it's legs day. Get a little A little footwork in.
Spicy shop check by Narvs here. Finds a Trident for
Love it.
sale, but doesn't buy it. Maybe, nope.
Love it. I love cheeky plays, spicy plays.
I mean,
More the
you never
better.
know. Sometimes you check those shops, and sometimes you just
Yep.
see, hey, look, I've got Illuminos, Ragnaroks, and Fixed Ice all in the same shop.
Exactly, and which is something that happened. I was watching a race recently where that was the case. It was like Illuminas and well, other stuff, but it was like Illumina Ragnarok or something like Minerva, or something like just everything. And if that can be one of those like cheeky plays that makes a huge difference because more than likely your opponent or opponents are not going to make that same cheeky play.
But with the
Um,
finish of Band Falls, we have PB&J who has unlocked Final Kefka and is going to go
in under an
without the
hour.
skip. Might just overload one side. Yep. Looks like going full center. Going to go make 2 dips into the Kefka fight here. So what
And
this
you
is
know
you're
what
overloading your center slot so you can take out the possibly a dragon and at least one statue.
And are either of our runners or either of them nearing the 21 or 22 check KT skip or
I mean,
either of them
PB&J
close to
is
that?
close. PB&J is close, I think.
Because that is something that's done every once in a while is you go in here and you get like I think the dragon counts as a check. I don't know if toilet atma counts as a check, but
Yep,
if
Atma does
if you're
count as a check.
so if you're close enough, you can go in, you can get a couple checks, fight a couple bosses, pop back out, and then you get that skip, which that skip all in all will save you about I think what is it like around 5 minutes walking time, and it can be huge.
Ah,
Oh, blue bubble.
looks like, yep. And
Here
we
we
got
go.
an earring and eco on that Celis, so we've got eco blue button
Well, that just hardly seems fair.
with the mimic for free. Like, oh,
Yay. Fun. We got
did not
doubly
take out
condemned.
Narapa. But I mean, I like to play here by Narvs. You're going to Magitech, knowing that the first 2 checks are highly rated to be Aspers, and needing just 2 Aspers at this point. Trying to get that 10 Aspers as quickly as possible.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So PB&J here in the towers. Our offense is looking like we have Ultimas, we have Gogo in there
Trains.
that can mimic those. What are the other 2 characters doing? We have Throw with Edgar, I believe.
Yeah, we've got Throw. We got Grand. We got some trains. I like
Right.
trains.
Uh, and we are
PBJ
taking
going
the
in for
dragon.
another dragon here. And it's the
A
red
dragon.
one.
The red one.
Oh no, Merton's so scary. Not so scary.
That's cute. It's cute.
We get the
Nice
skip
try, buddy.
unlocked on Narvs' side. And I think there's also an Esper, so has 21 checks at least, and the 10 Esper requirement.
Awesome. Again, those KT skips can be shaving
No.
5 minutes off your time can just be
So Narvs just has the skip. Just has the 21 check skip. Going to Mount Colts. It looks
just has
like.
the skip. Once you get that Esper, and you can just jump, and the skip will jump you directly to the statues. So you bypass all that walking, you bypass that ambush spot. We got the skip there at PB&J as well.
Yep, and we're going to be going into somebody's magic here to cast Warp. There it is.
Oh, this is a fantastic race.
Not even going for a single statue here. Just thinks, has enough power, can split my team evenly.
Yep.
Everybody always worries about spicy chicken, poltergeist. In this.
Poltergeist.
I'm more worried about Goddess.
Why is that?
The love token, primarily.
Yep. But I guess I don't think we have any. It doesn't seem like we really have any swingers to. No one's got like. We have like Illumina, we have Grand Trains, we have Throw. It doesn't look like we have many big sticks being slapped around.
No, it's pretty much just all magic, which
Um,
uh it's fine.
yeah,
Yeah, my
well,
my
this
my
is
biggest fear is always Goddess.
yeah, valid. This really is a phenomenal race. Narvs and PB&J are putting up it's a really great showing for us. It's
Hmm.
it's anybody's game, and yeah, this is really fun to watch unfold.
Yeah, as we have Guardian spot being taken on PBJ's with oh.
Rexall, hey buddy.
The one fight
Hi.
we never want to see. But luckily, we have Throw doing upwards of 8,000.
Yeah, you just throw pointy things at the problem. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. So when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I went on a family trip out to Las Vegas with my mom, stepdad, and sister. And in the course of my trip, mind you, I was 8 or 9 years old. I bought two swords, and there was one day we crossed the border into Mexico, and at like a bazaar or a market, I bought a ninja star. So I flew home as an 8 or 9 year old on a plane. I had two swords and a ninja star. First day I got back, and I just riddled my wall with ninja star holes, and my mom took it away. So lesson learned.
Aw. But PBJ
Lesson learned.
validating the seed, checking the validation chest, and guess what? It's more defense. A Minerva.
Well, I mean, that's a nice problem to have. It's if you're gonna be flush with something, it might as well be Minerva's.
Yeah. And we have at least one person, two people that can, no, one person that can guarantee where it is in Celis. Realm, unfortunately, has the behemoth suit. Narv's
Alrighty, so
here.
we're
We're going to be
looking
doing
at
some shopping, maybe? Where's
we
Narv's
got
going?
Doom on Doom's second phase of this Doom fight, and so Doom in the second phase, I believe, has auto reflect, right? Auto reflect,
Yep. Yep. Auto reflect
and
and also
yeah.
resistance against the particular element that he decides to choose. And
Yeah.
they do
And do
stack.
those? They do stack. Okay, that was gonna be my next
Yep.
question. Okay, well, good. Pile them up, because Grand Train
Yep.
doesn't mind, nor does
Nope.
Throw.
Nope. Both non-elemental.
As long as you're throwing, not the skeins or the edges. I looked up what a skein is. I didn't know what a skein was. And I think it's like a. I could be misremembering. I know it's like a small knife, but I think it's like a small like an old it's either Irish, like a old battle like knife, like small little knife. I think something like that. I guess I should have looked it up again. But there are so many things like that in this game where just like carbuncle or skein, things like that where I never really thought to like actually like what the heck is a skein?
Yeah, the other thing to worry about when throwing items is if you throw an elemental item, so like you throw like a flame saber or a thunder sword, it carries its element when you throw it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like throwing the Excalibur or Pearl Lance, don't throw those at ladies in tier 3 because she absorbs everything.
And don't throw a heel rod at yourself.
Yeah, that's where it doesn't carry
Let's
over.
I think we've all seen that, and yeah.
Well, yeah,
So,
you decide, okay, I'm going to equip it, I'm going to hit my party members with the heal rod, it's fine.
right?
Here, let
It's
me
gonna
try
be
and throw it
great.
for a mass amount. Nope.
One of those big brain moves that just smooths the brain entirely.
But we've got Goddess here at Goddess, so it looks like only Pulti and Doom decided to swap positions.
And Goddess will always be a pincer attack
Answer.
for in your favor. Yep, which
Yep.
is which is nice. However, like which I believe ups the physical damage that you deal out, which is something of a trap because if you start like we were just saying, if you start swinging at her, she's gonna smooch you, and then you're gonna love her, and then you're gonna not behave.
Yeah, and the only way to avoid that is the X fight, which comes from offerings.
So yeah, X fight from offering. Now, like Genji glove doesn't bypass that, does it? Like it
Nope,
would you can
it does
still
not.
okay. Okay.
Oh, Genji guy just says, "Hey, I'm a dual wielder." Offering goes, "No, I'm just
Okay.
gonna attack 6 times. Is it 6 times in a row or 4? I think. I can't
I think it's a
remember.
million. I think it's a million.
Yeah, it looks like a
I
million.
remember. Yeah. Infinity, I want to say.
It takes forever, especially when you're throwing dice.
Oh heavens. Yeah, because you gotta run out. You gotta take a few steps out, roll the dice, step back, do it again, do it again. It's a whole thing. It's a whole dance.
And PBJ is
A dance to a
through.
slow
Got us
beat.
here. We'll see when we mark down the time when he hits the switches. Well, we've got, Rex will fight here, and PBJ going to be doing some re-equipping. Let's go ahead and shout out both our runners, Narvs and PB&J. Follow both of these runners. They are putting on a show for you. Take a look at our commentary booth here. We've got, Nobody's War, great runner of 6. Follow them. Follow Neru, our wonderful tracker, and my co-commentator, who's been such a fun time being in the booth with, Juicy Loot.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, this has been a blast. I gotta say, I'm an incredibly anxious person, and it can be really. I have a difficult time navigating like social environments. And Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide has been such a safe place for me. It's such an incredible community. Anybody out there who's like-minded or wants to reach out, there are people here that want to know and help you. And I tell you what, like I just all the it's just been really like a meaningful thing for me to be a part of this. So I just want to thank everybody.
And we got the spicy chicken fight. It looks like PB&J had to reset out of this fight. Got stopped on Celis and decided with the big brain play, putting a wall ring on her. Going,
Absolutely.
she's my major damage for this fight. I want to guarantee she doesn't get stopped.
And I don't believe we really haven't been seeing a whole lot of like cure spells being thrown around. Which like if you got auto reflect, that's something to consider. Or if you have a wall ring, throwing those cures around on your team. But in instances like this, it can be really kind of like the like a deciding factor in the fight.
Wait a minute. If I may have miscalled it. I think the statues are all vanilla today.
Cheeky.
So I think Polte's on the left, Goddess is always on the right, and Doom is in the middle. Yeah, I think they rolled vanilla
You
today.
got Pulte? Oh, hey, cool. Hey, vanilla Sunday or Saturday, I guess for all y'all. Just a shout out to the vanilla flavor out there, vanilla ice cream. I hated vanilla. You know what? Tell you what, like I was a real picky eater growing up. Well, never mind. This story is boring. But yes, we got a lot of it.
Vanilla, French vanilla. I mean, you got vanilla bean, you got New York vanilla, you got vanilla, but French vanilla, that's where we got to go here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
Pulte
French
is normally
vanilla.
vanilla. Okay, I guess I did call it right. Did call it right. I couldn't remember. So I was originally right that they Doom and Pulte.
Yeah.
I gotta stop
You know,
guessing.
it
Stop
can
second
it,
guessing myself.
it can be difficult to keep track. We're not only are we like trying to keep up with two racers, but also the back and forth between you and I. It can be every once in a while it's most of us only have two eyes, and so usually those two eyes have to look at the same thing.
All right, looks like we have switches being active. Just a double check of equipment and switches being activated at 112 of 40 for PB&J.
1240. So everybody get their what is the Schwans call them? Chattel points. If any of y'all want to throw out your guesstimations, how long is it going to take for PB&J to defeat these upcoming 4 tiers?
Oh, the tears, one of the longer boss fights in a Final Fantasy game. Just get me to Kefka now.
It's my Kefka, and I want him now.
That should be an extra, like, if you get all 14 characters, you don't even have to fight the statues nor the 3 tiers beforehand. You just go directly to Kefka.
Just right to Kefka, right to the angel. You go straight to heaven.
All right, it looks like the first time is going to be 113.34 for the start of the tiers fight for PBJs. Gets hit by her first polarity. Reverse polarity sticks everybody at the front row if they're in the back. And narvs as well, going for the validation for the Minerva.
So this is still anybody's fight. You know, these tiers can usually the first tier doesn't put up a whole lot of doesn't push back a whole lot, but you know, in the second and the third tier, that's when you're really getting the thick of things, and will certainly be an opportunity for any other racers to make up some time. On this first tier, the first tier we have the head, which just took some stars to the face, poor face. We have the long arm, and we have fist, that little balled up hand in the back. The long arm left there is susceptible to death magic. The head, I believe, is weak to fire magic.
Yep, weak to fire magic. You see,
And I
and
believe
never
the
want to
head.
have the head. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no. I was gonna say that the head is. So some enemies, some bosses have what we call death counters, and I think the head counters with quake, or can counter
Yep.
with quake.
Yep. If
Okay.
the head dies last, it will cast Quake.
Which is just not cool.
No,
And we're
not at
seeing a
all.
Fenrir here. So in this race, we do have multi summon on, and so you know, with we're juggling, you know, Fenrir's golems, phantoms. So you know, we can afford to our racers can afford to cast those, you know, for you know, as many times as they're able to.
Yeah, and, you know,
Normally in the
especially the
vanilla
tier.
game, you get one a fight, but I think that's turned off, and they can just machine gun it. They can just rattle them off.
Yeah, and especially in this one where you've got, hit one his death counters, 10 hits. You really want to be able to reduce the amount of damage you're taking. Diffuser comes
Yep.
out, but we don't care about damage from diffuser because we either
What
heal or
does
take no
diffuser
damage.
do? I'm
I
not
believe
clear.
it's fire damage, I think.
Cool. So here on the second tier, as you know, as we mentioned before, the first tier usually is a bit of a pushover. However, the second tier we have four baddies that we're going up against. We have the one on the left that's kind of reaching out to the left side of the screen. That one is magic, which is susceptible to mute. I don't believe we saw Siren or the mute spell. If we had, we could mute that lefty there and just kind of forget about them and take care of the rest. In the middle, we have tools, I believe. Um, we have a tiger head on the bottom right there that likes to do as like a status attacks, like zombify your characters, things of that nature. And propped up, perched atop the tiger's head, is Bluey, Blue Dabadai, who is, I believe, all physical.
Yeah, so where it looks like a PJ side, realizing he doesn't have mute, just got guns down, magic, just right away going,
Yep.
get out of here.
His
I don't
magic can be
care.
killer.
Want you gone. Just leaves
Yep.
up, Tiger and hit here, knowing that, hey, I've got Fenrir. I don't care about 10 hits. I don't care about Horn Tusk or any of the physical damage. Let's leave
Yep.
these last two here. Looks like Narvs
Yep.
is taking some random encounters before gold. Pulte here? May have forgotten to put a Moogle charm on, but going in again here to take out the Poltergeist.
And speaking of Poltergeist, I believe Poltergeist is weak to stop. So too is Tigerhead. So you know, in that second tier, you can stop the Tigerhead. You can mute the magic user. But then also, yeah, if you can stop Poltergeist, which I don't know what the timer is on stop, but can really make this fight go more smoothly for your combatants. Um, yeah. So we're moving on to tier 3 on PB&J's side. At the top we have Lady, carrying 9,999 hit points. Looking down on Sleep, I believe is their name. Now, what you're going to want to do here, I think, is kill Lady first because she will heal up the both of them, and she can also life 2 Sleep, which will effectively bring him back to life in full, I think.
Yep. Yep. Life Tool will bring back
Okay.
Sleep to 100% HP. We've got some ultimates coming out here. You can sometimes be a little careful with the damage. Looks like, just trying to get as much damage. Looks like we got a train coming out here by Sleep. Not as grandest as our own.
Yeah, budget train.
Yeah, budget
Yeah.
train.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
got your.
gold.
It's not.
It's the thing is, Grand Train doesn't have the gold triangle, which I think it should be really changed there. Like Train has the gold triangle, and Grand Train just has the universe looking. Like
Has the
I really think that
cosmos.
Grand Train should be the gold triangle because it's
Who
grandiose, it's golden.
who do we write a letter to about that? And we did see, I will mention over on Narvs. Narvs just defeated Poltergeist. And I saw Narvs doing casting Bio against Poltergeist, which is a good move. Poltergeist, I think, it looks real fiery, and there are so many sprites or enemies in this game where you are kind of color coded. In this case, it's a trick. Poltergeist is not weak to ice, but rather weak to Bio. So, good on Narvs.
Looks like we got through Sleep at a Lady on PBJ side, getting into Kefka himself. Some of the greatest boss music around.
Dude,
Love
for real.
Dancing Mad.
Absolutely. Just this whole game, just like the soundtrack of just like a true work of art,
The
masterpiece.
3 top songs from me in this OST is Dancing Mad, Zozo, and Magitech Factory.
You have dances that you worked out for all of them.
No.
Maybe that could be a competition all in itself.
Yeah. So we've got some throwing. We're cracking some shields here.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We got some fallen ones coming out.
So is it possible to outdamage the fallen one? Isn't like if you do so much damage in like that first round you get against the final Kefka?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
once he gets down,
I'm not
to, I
sure
believe
what
it's
that damage is.
less
but-
than 20,000 HP, he'll start countering with a possibility of Ultima. So you can definitely outdamage the first one. Some strats will actually have Valiant Knife users with offering. If you have a Genji Glove Valiant Knife user with 1 HP, they can one-shot Kefka. I've seen it happen.
It's a beautiful sight to behold.
But we're just doing as much damage as we can here during the shake because there's going to be no counters coming out. Got to take out Kefka before this Goner comes, otherwise we're a bit toast.
Toast.
What are we doing
Don't talk about food. And that's a crack kapow. We have Kefka at 122.11, 122.12 for PB&J. Everybody, let's get our GGs. Kefka's going to jail. He's been busted. He shot the sheriff, and he's going to pay for it.
Now, at least I got officially from Nobody's War, a 122.12, and we get the glitched screen because of all the numbers and everything out there. GG's to PB&J. It makes it a clean sweep for Team Doomgaze.
A fantastic time. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, but 122, great time.
And we still have Narvs over here starting on the... Oh, go ahead.
Starting tiers.
Getting weepy. Onto the second tier.
Yep.
One tier at a time. Let's have everybody out there wish Narvs the luck of the coral. Luck of the Carl, as they say.
Luck of the Carl.
Hopefully he just follow your go-go, Narvs. Follow your go-go.
Well, we'll definitely see if we can get these, PB&J in here for an interview as we have, Narvs. I keep wanting to say Marvs for some reason.
I tell you what, man, I could murder a PB&J sandwich right now. I am hungry. Hell yeah. Hopefully PB&J isn't an actual sandwich, because might.
And it looks like with that badub in my ears, we are joined by PB&J. PB&J, did you bring a PB&J sandwich for Juicy Loot here? 'Cause apparently he's really hungry.
Please say yes. Please say yes.
Yes.
And PB&J please delivers. Hey man, GG's. That was a phenomenal run that was a lot of fun to watch. You did fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
So we saw the early
So-
game there. You saw the lore on Sabin, and you saw Grand Train. How happy were you?
Yeah, I mean, you love to see Grand Train. That's the one you want. Although I wish I also had Sour Mouth. Mute was like the one thing that I was missing for the end. But
Yep, and that's something that we were touching upon, because in that second tier Kefka, magic can be a real stinker, be a real imp. We saw that you had Fenrir, you had Golem, but yeah, just missing the Siren.
I
They
also
got cut
see
through it anyways.
Cure 3 on narvs screen right now, and I totally forgot to put the Esper on that taught Cure 3, which would have come in handy at the end there.
You had the Mega Elixir for Tier 3. You were fine.
Yeah. So how did you feel about that run? What were the highlights and the hardships that you encountered? How'd you feel about it?
Just so many dead checks. I think like half
Yep.
of my first 10 checks were all dead.
Yup.
So that was annoying. And then finding the one in Mount Zozo, just like running by the dragon, finding a dead check, and warping out. That's a feel bad moment.
Yep.
But for the most part, I had like good offense. I found those economizers early, so I knew that Grand Train or Ultima would be a good endgame solution, and the throw Edgar was great too. There were some weird moments really throughout, but at the beginning, like the Doom Dragon fight, where I was just spamming Phoenix Downs and trying to like get a turn. I really didn't know if that was going to work out, but it did. I got lots of XP off of it, so that was great.
Yeah, you got through
Yeah,
it. Narvs tried and attempted, and unfortunately did not get through it. So, I mean, you got through. You got that early level advantage. Now, I do want to mention you were in, Figure a couple times. Did you forget about Sabin and the World of Ruin giving you a bit of a discount? Being the party leader.
Oh, sorry. I think I unplugged my headphones for a second. I missed it if you were asking me something.
Yeah, so
PB&J.
did you forget that in the World of Ruin, if Sabin is your party leader, you get a discount at the shops? So I know there's some good stuff, and like behemoth suits were for sale there at like 39 early on.
I didn't think you actually got the discount if Sabin's party leader. I think you only get it if Edgar's party leader.
Sabin gets it in the World of Ruin only.
Well, so
Edgar gets it in Ruin, but Sabin gets it in just the World of Ruin, at least from what I've been told and understand.
That's not what I thought it was. I think they say the like I can't take your money line or whatever to Sabin, but you don't actually get the half price.
Oh, I'm talking about the town, not the castle. The castle will tell you that only Edgar gets it, but in World of Ruin, figure out Sabin. From what I've even seen it, that he gets a discount. Only World of Ruin. Okay, we got confirmation from Nobody War. Why has people been telling me Sabin? Hi.
But even more importantly, we're all curious if there was any forehead slapping or maybe some bad words when you got to that rusty door.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was dumb. It's not actually that bad of a run to go back down, but
No,
I
it's
definitely
not.
felt dumb. Part of me was thinking it was wire remove, but that's on the poltergeist.
We mentioned that, like, you practice poltergeist so much, and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't. Oh, wait.
Doors busted. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In the end, you had the seconds to spare, so it's not so much a feels bad moment, but maybe just a feels kind of meh.
For sure.
Meh.
There is also. Sorry, go ahead.
We call it the heads up play on you putting the wall ring on Celis for the poltergeist fight for the second attempt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was nice. I figured like I didn't need the earrings for damage because she had so much magic power plus Ultima, so I was like, get that stop out of here. And she knew stop, so I was thinking the first time like, it's fine, he won't stop her on the first turn, and then he did both times.
And just real quick, looks like sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Just real quick, looks like Narvs had Kefka. I didn't catch the seconds. It was 1:28:50 something, I want to say. But sorry, go ahead.
GG to Narvs.
GG's Narvs or Marv Narvs.
Narf.
Narf. Nice.
Yeah, Narvs is an amazing runner. I was worried about this matchup, honestly, but thankfully my teammates secured the win already before I had to play, so it took the pressure off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a fun one to watch, and y'all were kept it real interesting. I mean, it was still anybody's game, even right up until the tiered fights. It's you got into those fights a bit quicker, but it happens where you hit a hiccup or two in that second or third tier, and then that racer makes up that time. So kept it real close. It was awesome. It was so much fun. It was fun to commentate. Thank you. This was great.
Yeah, thank you guys for putting it on. One funny moment that I wanted to mention before I forget is when I ran into that flame eater when I was level 3 in the sky. That sucked.
Yeah, we saw that. Like the sky surged for you, and it's like, oh no, we got thunder shields, flame shields. We've got nothing to do damage against this flame eater.
I had that one ice rod, and I was like, will it be enough? But it was not. I also tried Exploder, which is not great when you only have 50 health.
No, that was lovely. Awesome, cool. Any other final thoughts?
No, I'm just I'm excited for the finals. I think it's me and Nobody Ward playing, so that should be a good match. And
for the
yeah.
people,
Do you have any? Do you have any words of strife or some fighting words for Nobody as he's the one who rolled you this wonderful thing?
Yeah,
I didn't roll this seed.
Spill some
by the
tea.
way, I had nothing to do with this seed.
Yeah, no, just good luck, have fun.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one for sure.
Well, it looks like Narvs is waiting to come in here, so I'll bid you guys farewell.
Yeah. GG's once
Thanks
again.
for the sandwich, dude. GG's.
Yep, enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Alright, what's up, Narvs is finally with us. GG Narvs. Heck of a race.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Except for the lack of any sort of offense until right at the end.
Yeah, we mentioned, I was like, here's all the defense. We got snow mufflers, we got behemoth suits, we got Minervas. Where's our power?
And that was just from the chests, not the dead checks even.
Dude, the dead checks. Yeah, you were just getting real, like, the wardrobes y'all had were just fantastic.
Yeah.
I think you were the one that opted early on to sell some loot to be able to get that economizer out of South Figaro for that grand train.
Yeah.
How were you feeling about that grand train?
As my only offense. Yeah, once I went into that, all the looting, checked the Coliseum, found absolutely nothing, or in the weapon shops. I'm like, well, the only thing I'm really going to push hard, I guess, is this grand train to start off at least. And you're going to get so much defensive gear. I guess I didn't care too much that sell a few snow mufflers. to grab that just to guarantee early checks. I didn't expect it to carry me the whole game though.
I mean, hey, at least Laurel rolled on Sabin and not Cyan.
True. This is true.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better.
Small blessings. Yeah, that was super fun. So what were the are there any like other like highlights or kind of low points for you, or I wish I woulda, or would have been nices, anything like that?
I have to wonder, did I lose
Aside
my
from that.
6 minutes to him when I tried to make Imperial Camp a thing with the Doom Dragons that was nothing but a dead check?
Dude.
I was
Oh,
hoping
you
somebody
both
would
took
bring it
that
up because I was just gonna say, what do you have to say about those Doom Dragons?
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a thing. He is by far a better runner than me. It's not even a question. So I went and I was trying to do some more checks I don't normally do it out of a weird order. And I'm like, you know what? There's these Doom Dragons. I bet he didn't try and go back and do those. Let's go find out what that is.
Yeah, where you went in there and had to go in there twice. He came into Imperial Camp a lot later and had some snow mufflerism and nervous. So when the Doom Dragons decided to go Merton, he's like, eh. And healed and did nothing. So, I mean, it's one of those things, hindsight's always 20/20. But I mean, you both still ran a heck of a race. There were some early diversions. I know you warped out of Magitech Factory there at the end when you were looking for Aspers and still had at least... I mean, was there any thought of actually finishing Magitech Factory for the possibility of an 8th character for Skip, or did you just going to do the 21 check Skip?
When I finished for that second check in the Magic facility, I already had the skip. That was 21 checks to me at that point. So it was like there was no reason to even try for a character, and there was no reason to try for an Esper with that really long third check. I just had to figure out what in the world I was going to try and find this last Esper on.
Mm-hmm. And there would have been some extra power for you, because Edgar throw was at the end there.
Oh, that would have been really good. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was going to split into 3 parties. What Realm was going to do with themselves. Cells had magic and a backup of drill, but Realm had nothing except throwing rods, maybe and some shields. So I was like, all right. And then I got the last Esper with an Ultima, and now I'm probably overthinking it. I'm like, okay, do I learn this Ultima? Do I spend that time to go do it? Because that is Realm's go-to thing. Like, she's guaranteed whatever she hits, she's going to just destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There was a lot of throw mimic action happening over on PB&J's side, which really carried a lot of damage.
Got it. Yeah, that would for sure make a big difference in the seed. There was pretty much nothing physical besides a little bit of drill action.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like that's a aspect of these randomized FF6 Worlds Collide is you can do everything perfectly, you can do everything right. And still, you can miss the character that has throw. You can get the 3 red caps in a row on dead checks. So again, it was such a close race for so much of it. And it's just sometimes it's just what the RNG, the rando's gonna rando kind of thing.
Yeah, I think early on we were seeing that there's a lot of dead checks with Save and Cyan. Like, we're not getting another character. Were you a little scared if Kefka and Narsh was actually the play?
Possibly early I was, but then I ended up getting Mog, and I think Mog might have been my 7th character anyways. But you always hate to find out that that's the one check, especially when you start with 4 characters. You expect that any of those can branch out to some other ones, and that you don't have to do Kefka and Narsh. Unless you got Mog, then it's worth, peeking around for that run.
Terra.
Yeah, Terra can work too. But yeah. Yeah, it sure seemed like forever. It's like I got a whole bunch of early Espers, and then in the middle, I couldn't find anything. It's just dead check after dead check. Like I said, the wardrobe was crazy, and I didn't have anything to sell it for either. I had nothing to buy.
Yeah, dude, you strung enough together to make a necklace with. It was really, it was a lot.
Well, you definitely turned our hearts around because you did the auction house. You gave us glowing stone still available.
Yay!
Yep, I was like, yeah, we're gonna try for it. You know what? We're gonna see what luck I can get here.
Yeah.
And on the second try, nonetheless.
I tell you what, that was a very expensive tent. That was like the Cadillac of tents for 50,000.
Oh my goodness, nice tent though. Well, hey man, that was amazing. Any other like final thoughts, shout outs?
Nope.
Anything like
I'm
that?
sorry to see my team get knocked out this week. With or without my loss here, and I've really been enjoying these Warring Triads. They change enough of the game from the usual Ultras League stuff, while still feeling very similar. And every seed, every style of the three play very different, like how you're going to kind of plan things out. So I've really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much. Which really speaks to the ability, the capability of y'all doing these races. You know, we couldn't have the races without you guys doing the races, and it really speaks to your all's like pools of knowledge and abilities. And because you know what, I tell you what, if I did any one of these, I'd be playing it. I'd be beating the game as if it were a vanilla run. So, well done. It's been fun.
Thank you. And thank you guys for restreaming and commentating. It's always great to have.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. As there's one final last shout out here, be sure to follow both of these runners who put on a heck of a show. pbnjplz and narvs. They put on the show. We just commentate over it. You know, the booth here. Make sure you follow. You know, Nehru and Nobody War putting it all together, and my wonderful co-commentator Juicy Lips.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, again, I've had a fantastic Sunday morning with you, Tybalt, and thank you, Narvs, thank you, PB&J, Nobody War, and I'm so sorry, I know you put it in the chat the other day, Neruliana, Nene, thank you so much. Tracking is such a difficult thing to do. And if I can, real quick, I just want to do a shout out to GGW, Geeks Gone Wild, my buddies who have encouraged and supported me. And yeah, that's all for me.